In this video, we will be creating and customizing pie charts in Excel. Consider an employee table. We'll be having employee ID, name, department, and salary. So now let us create a pie chart for department with respect to salary column. So first select these two columns and then under insert, we are going to create pie chart. So under recommendation charts, choose pie chart. So inside pie charts, we have different options. Like we can create a 2D pie chart or a 3D or a donut chart. So let's create 2D chart. So in case of 2D charts, so with respect to color variations, it will be providing what kind of departments they are depicting. But there is some problem with this graph. Actually, there are HR departments, IT, sales, admin, and finance. So there are 5 different departments. But in accordance with this pie chart that has been created, there are totally 4 different variations of HR, 3 different variations in IT. So the unique department has not been captured in case of pie chart with respect to salary. So that is a major disadvantage. So in order to avoid that, we'll be making use of a concept called as pivot table. So pivot table usually provides result as similar to that of group by that we do in pandas. So let's create that pivot table. So let us just delete it. Now under insert, we have an option called as recommended pivot tables, right? So depending upon the columns that we have chosen, it will be showing you the different possible pivot charts that can be created. Like we can create a sum of salary with respect to department, employee ID with respect to department, or sum of salaries with respect to name. So likewise, we have different options. Now let us create manually a one. So choose pivot table and then we can create the pivot table in the existing worksheet or in a new worksheet as a result. So now let us provide it in the existing worksheet. If you are going to provide the table in an existing worksheet, you have to choose the location where that result has to be provided. So we have to randomly select a cell. Okay. It will be automatically extracting that locations. Then click on OK. So now we are going to create a pivot table. Now let us choose department. So department should be along rows and then salary should be along values. So once after creating this table, here instead of sum of salaries, you can see an option called as value field settings, right? So you can click on it and you can take average value, average sum of salaries in department wise. Okay. So now the values would be changed. Then once after that, if you want to show them in a pie chart, you can just select those two tables, that is pivot table, it has been resulted. And then in insert, you can choose pie chart. So let's provide pie chart. Okay. So is it extracting the unique data from your table? So unique departments has been extracted and average sum of salaries has to be provided. So here you see an option called as test, right? So under it, select the data labels. So it will be showing you the total average sum of salaries in a department wise. And then you can just confine those data labels, whether inside or in center part or best fit is possibly highly recommended. And then if you want the chart table, titles can be also be confined by checking and unchecking. And then if you don't want the legends, you can just move it on. Or you can change the positions of legends either in top or left or bottoms. Okay. So this is how we have to customize those tables. If you're not getting a proper result from a table, you can make use of a pivot chart and you can confine them. That's the end of creating and customizing pie charts in Excel. See you next video. Thank you.